music is like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Queen of the South, Season 3, Episode 4. This is my 9th video today. It is 3:30 in the morning. This is what happens when I say, hey, do a few gossip little things and review the show that you forgot to review earlier. I will never do these many videos again. I'm damn sure I can't come up with 9 profile photos for these damn videos. Y'all can get some repeat offenders. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Because if you're here watching, you probably is here a lot. So just go ahead and subscribe. And then keep coming back to watch the videos. And don't forget to, if you've already subscribed, to hit that notification bell. Because that lets you know when I have new videos up. These videos will be up sometime Saturday. It's gonna take time to upload all 9, so yeah, it's what it is. Anyway, y'all know Queen of the South is one of my favorite shows. I'm also very happy. I'm also very happy that Snowfall is coming back on next week. Is the 19th? Yeah, they come back on the 19th. I'm very happy about Snowfall coming back on, and also we know that Insecure is coming back on also in August. So, yay! Anyway, so Teresa, not Teresa. Teresa, Pote, and James are in Arizona now. I'm looking like they keep going from state to state, all these things, but it's all the South. So, we do see how they're there. James has a house there, but they first get to see the sheriff of the town they're in. And they figure out pretty soon, as James say, like, the sheriff is like, a crooked ass sheriff. He does things against the law, for the law, or whatever. Okay, so James' house that's there is pretty secure, but we see how 2 people come out. That Pote was like, oh hell no, he don't like them. I don't remember them, but it was Charger and Tonto. They must. They must be from either last season. Or, I don't know. I'm guessing they are people who was working with Camila. And now they're, as James said, they're on our team now. But I don't trust James yet. I do not trust him yet at all. Remember, he was working for, was it Devin? And he never kind of said how he left Devon's in service. Did he quit? Did he get fired? Did he run away? Yeah, for some reason, I just don't fully trust James yet at all. It's just something I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, with James, oh, they cool, they with us. Yeah, whatever. So, when her and James are in the house talking, she's saying how she knows someone who's making her a website that she can basically ship cocaine through the mail. They can ship it regularly. They're going to ship about a kilo of cocaine to about 1,000 different dealers who can, move that amount in about a month, and they'll be paid in the cryptocurrency. Meaning it's basically the safest way, the most secure way with the less risk of doing things. Yeah, you could make more money selling bigger amounts to people, but why not do the easy way, still get our money, and then we not even risking getting robbed, being caught, and all other foolishness. So it's basically mail order cocaine. So James do say in Arizona, it's basically ran by 5 narcos, and they're called is it La Commission? I want to say it's Le Cartel. It's Le Car Mission. I don't know, whatever it is. Anyway, we're gonna call them the narcos. Okay, so he said how nothing is done without them being involved in. You can't do anything, one way or the other. It has to go through them. And he says also they pay the sheriff to make sure no other products get through the state. So he's basically the law too. He says anyone who tries to do deals and do drugs and sell drugs without their approval of the narcos, they basically kill them and bury them in the desert. And I'm like, well, you know what? I don't want her to get buried in the desert. So we do see Camila and Camila is at her office or whatever, and she's visited by supposedly a widow. Because you see the lady, she's dressed in all black, whatever, has her veil on, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that you lost your husband or whatever." And when she lifted the veil up, she had like the whole little face paint thing. I can't think of what it is. I know it's not Santa Maria. It's something, I've seen it before, when the face is painted white. And I was so pissed off that I could not remember what it was. Anyway, but she noticed the person is actually Teresa, and Teresa shoots her in the head. I'm looking like, well, god damn it. Okay, she already did. But no, it was a dream. So, she wakes up like, oh my god, this is kind of crazy. So she's freaking out. She then goes to see Agent Lawyer. Look, y'all know I love me some Agent Lawyer because I love him on the Half and Half Nots. He plays Charles on the Half and Half Nots. I do wish his role on here could be more than what it is, but I'll take what I can get. Anyway, she wants him to do more to find Teresa. And then he's like, look, since the whole incident in Malta, she's basically gone in the wind. We don't know where she is. But that's, I gave you the information, like I fed you this information or whatever. You should be more than, she's like, I'm still on suspension. Well, I don't know why, because I gave you this information. She wants him to do more. He like, I can't do more from the position I'm in. Like, I got suspended, bro. I'm just trying to make my way back into the good graces of the department. It went from that, and she was pissed off. She like cut her hand on a glass because she was pissed, and she broke a glass in her hand. So then he's with her at the sink, like cleaning her wound out or whatever. And then all of a sudden, they start having sex, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? I'm like, what? Why is she sleeping with him? Why is he sleeping with her? Why? I'm confused. I don't. Girl, bye. But you know what I'm saying? Let's go with it. Camila is fucking Agent Lawyer. Okay. So we do see Teresa looking for somewhere else to work out of because she does not want to work out of James's house. I would not even want to be in James's house. I just feel like the house is a setup for something I just don't know what. So she goes to a winery, okay? And she meets a friend there, okay? And it's oh yeah, we're gonna buy this winery. This is how it looks. And I'm like, and Pota's like, is that who I think it is? I'm like, who is it? Who is it? It's Kellyanne. Kellyanne, who was the wife of Camila's lawyer from last season, who they ended up killing, and who Teresa helped get away. So Kellyanne now goes by Priscilla, and she's like a realtor person, but because she's basically a missing person, that's why she now goes by Priscilla. She also has Tony. Tony was the kid of Teresa's best friend who was killed by a felony on them or whatever. So she was killed in season 1. So Kellyanne, who's now Priscilla, has Tony. She's helping raising Tony because it's too dangerous for Teresa to do it. So basically, she's like, yeah, there's already like a dummy company we have set up to buy this place, so it'll seem as if it's in someone else's name, not yours. So the person on record won't be Teresa, so it can't be traced back to her. And in the basement, it's like the whole winery thing or whatever. But it's basically where all the drugs be kept. And there's even like a little tunnel to get out or whatnot. So it's like the perfect place if you're a drug dealer. It is what it is. So Camila, at that point in time, she's told by Cortez the DEA sees like another shipment from Boaz, like 300 kilos of cocaine and 100 kilos of heroin. Now, again, he wasn't supposed to be dealing heroin. So she's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be pissed off that his shipments keep getting messed up or whatever, and that he's also selling heroin. Like, it's gonna be a great thing. I'm like, but you selling secrets selling with your coochie, you're giving away your cookies and you're giving away coochie and secrets to the lawyer. I'm confused what's going on here. Anyway, your cookies and shipments and coochies is all mine. It's like lions, tigers, and bears. So she like the Colombians will not be happy, if one, his shipments are getting taken, and two, he's selling heroin and he's not supposed to. So once they find this out, they should probably help me move against him, okay? Because that's what she wants to do. We had that whole thing. We then see Isabella come up. I also don't see Isabella only pops up to say, "Mommy, is Teresa dead yet?" I'm like, I need her to do something else. I don't know, she can go build a wall, like start a library. I just want her to do something besides kind of pop in and be, because I feel like she wants to be a part of the organization, so she kind of step in and see like, what can I hear, what can I see, and then she just like steps away. I'm like, what's going on here? I was eating some chips and chips. Anyway, so from there we do see Teresa like, look, I don't want you to go to this March of the Widows. I'm getting these bad feelings. I'm having these bad dreams, and my family's always believed in the sight or the vision, and I don't think it's safe. And she's like, your father will want me to keep you safe over everything else. Girl, again, we didn't even need the whole thing. Isabella don't even really need to be on here. If you ask me, she can. It's gonna sound so mean. She can die. Okay, she can just go ahead and just fall off. Anyway, we do see Camila meeting with the Colombian, the niece, Cartel. She like, look, right, talk to Boaz, because she's like, he's selling heroin, and I can handle this. She's like, no, we talked to him. It's okay. He already know what he has to do to get back in our good graces. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to worry about it. Have a good day. And I'm like, girl, she don't like you. Because again, she's trying to get them to allow her to go after Boaz, and they like wanted to do that. So when she leaves out, Camila and Cartel, like, what I'm saying? It seemed like they working together to get at both, because she's like, yeah, if they didn't like the fact that he was selling heroin, we just have to go further. So I'm looking like, okay, so Cortez suggested heroin to Boaz to get Boaz caught in the first place, so the Colombians will be pissed off. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that. I thought he was a shady ass drug dealer, a general or whatever, but no, he's working with Camila. Fine. So we do see Cortez then goes to Boaz, and Boaz is drinking and smoking cocaine. Snorting cocaine. He's all partied out. And you see, like, the people in the yard, like, playing kickball. Okay? They play a little kickball. He's like, you seem, real relaxed to be, missing 400 kilos of drugs or whatnot. He's like, I'm just trying to, take the edge off. He just was okay because I got the rat in my organization. So the Colombian said, we will be cool with you if you figure out who your rat is. You then see the people in the yard playing kickball is playing kickball with someone's head. Nobody. Just the head. He has had someone's head cut off because he thinks that is the rat. Cortez then said, sorry to tell you, but saying that isn't the rat in your organization. He hands him a picture of Camila meeting with Agent Lawyer. She's working with the agent who, my battery is always low. I just charged it up a little bit. She's working with the agent who got her arrested. I can't believe this. So he's pissed off because he didn't kill the wrong person. He then says to the person who cut the head off, don't put your knife away. I have one more job for you. I'm looking like, oh shit, here we go. He gonna cut somebody. Is he gonna cut? I thought, is he gonna cut Teresa's? No, is he gonna cut Isabella's head off to kind of show Camila who's boss? That's what I thought was gonna happen. But you know what I'm saying? We have to see. He then is asking Cortez, what do you want in all of this? You know what I'm saying? What is your role? Like, why? Whose role? Whose side are you on? He says, look, I just want to be the right hand to the person who's the right person in charge. And I think Camila may not be that person. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want is to be, you know what I'm saying, on the sidelines. No, it ain't. You want to rule some shit. Okay, you ain't for nobody. But whatever. We do see Teresa and James go meet with the narcos. Okay, now Pecos is the top guy who, I guess kind of runs some things or whatever within the five of them. He like, you got real big balls to come here because you have a bounty of $10 million on your damn head. Like, that is a lot of goddamn money. And so she's like, well, no, I just came here because I have money that I think I can help y'all make. And you know what I'm saying? I'm here to have this conversation. So James then says, we know you guys are busy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for meeting us. He was like, James, shh, meaning, bruh, you have no power here. You shut up. You only here because you were her. You shut it up, James. Just shut it up. So Teresa then goes, say, you know what I'm saying, I want to ask for permission to work, to do drugs or whatever, and I'm going to cut you on my profits if you can give me safe passage to do whatever. He like, look, you got too many enemies in Mexico for us to want to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to bring that heat here, so maybe you should just leave Arizona, you know what I'm saying, before, things get kind of crazy. She like, look, I can offer y'all a deal. They're like, what can you offer? She's like, you are paying the sheriff to like kind of set up roadblocks within the the towns. So he's cutting into your profit because he's being greedy or whatever. She says, you know what I'm saying, you can't move against him, but I can. I can shut him down so that y'all have more money and y'all have control over him. The other dude says, yeah, he is getting greedy, he is getting sloppy, he's just extra, whatever. If she can do this, it would mean good things for us. So they say, okay, if you can silence the sheriff and get him to like calm the fuck down or whatever, you can, you know, pick your ticket. Now the whole time she talking, James looks nervous. James looks like, why I don't think we should do this deal. Like he looks like he does not want the deal done. Initially, Pecos kind of said the same thing too, like we don't need that or whatnot. But James looked nervous the whole time she was talking. Catch those T's. So they leave knowing they have to take out the sheriff to be able to do business there. So the next thing we see is Teresa and James get like picked up by the sheriff. Someone told the sheriff they after you, they want you, they gonna get you. So he basically, you know what I'm saying, take them, arrest them, not really arrest, but takes them somewhere else. And then when they're like in this whole empty field or whatever, he let them out the car. He pops his trunk. Teresa has sent video footage to a reporter who have been trying to get dirt on the sheriff. She sent him video of him beating up like a prisoner or whatever that should ruin him. The dumb reporter called the sheriff saying, do you have a comment before I leak the story or whatever? Dummy. Should have just leaked it. He then said, because he had this story, I knew you had to give it to him. So I'm like, someone told him these things, because how would he know where they were? Anyway, he then tells the reporter, hold this pen in your hand. Is the pen mightier than the sword? He then cuts the guy's hand off and then stabs him to death. I'm like, this is the fucking sheriff of the town. Bruh, I want to leave. I don't feel safe. He's a murderer. Gotta go. He's like, okay. You want some bullshit? You know what I'm saying? You have the balls to be in my town, and there's a bounty of $10 million on your head. They then say, we'll give you 20 in cash if you just let us leave. He's like, all right, fine. Teresa, stay with me. James, you need to bring the money back wherever I say or whatever. And if you don't do it, I'm a killer, basically, is what he gonna say. He said no, or I'm going to call Camila myself and tell her to come get her. I'm like, James, you gonna really leave her with the crazy sheriff who just killed the reporter? Really? James ain't shit. Anyway, he then says to James, he gives him a shovel and says, bury the body in the woods, because basically you and her got him killed. I'm like, well, technically that's true because you gave him the video. But I diverse. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. Pote gonna kick your ass, James, when you find out that you got Teresa in trouble. My thing is, Pote does not play when it comes to his Teresita. And the simple fact that you had to let her be taken by the crazy ass sheriff, he not gonna be happy. And sure enough, the first thing we hear Pote say is, how could you let them take her? He like, I had no choice. They was gonna kill us. Pote said I would have died first. They would have killed me before they took her. Because Pote don't play them games. He don't play them problems at all. He like, that's my girl. Don't do it. So Teresa then calls them and gives them like a meeting place and time or whatnot. And then she says, you know, Pote has to bring the money. And then they're like, well, that's probably her measure saying that we only gonna have one shot. It's gonna be the crooked ass sheriff and this crooked ass deputy. I didn't shoot the sheriff, but I did shoot the deputy. Anyway, so Pote's hand is still messed up. So I was confused as to why she wanted Pote to be there and not James. But remember, James is a sniper. So sometimes I guess his better shot is from far away. I don't know. So he then says to Pote, can you even shoot a gun? Like, are you even going to be able to just shoot the sheriff or whatever? Don't worry about me. You just worry about Teresita. I'm like, well, he told your ass, okay? So we do see at the meetup, James far out, and his little sniper little hiding or whatever. Pote has the bag of money, but he tells the sheriff, we not giving you shit. Not the sheriff, the deputy. You not getting the bag while she's still in the car. Like, she needs to get out. Okay. So they get out the car. The deputy go in the bag, and he's flicking through the money, and he realized only the top bill in each stack is money. The rest of it is paper. It's a trap. It's a whole full-fledged trap. He's like, oh, it's bullshit. Pote shoot the deputy. Now, he said, run, Teresita. She runs. I mean, they shooting at the sheriff, but it isn't working. But my thing is, y'all know Pote's hand isn't up to par. Y'all all seen that man and how bad his hand was damaged. How can you think he can shoot that far away? I mean, he's a good shot up close with his other hand, but he isn't the same killer he was before. James, however, you a full-fledged sniper, bro. You couldn't shoot. You shot that man in that house through a fucking bird cage from like 50 feet away. You couldn't shoot the sheriff. You didn't shoot the sheriff. You can do that, James. You can do all that. I mean, Pote did shoot the goddamn deputy. You know what I'm saying? You could have shot the fucking sheriff. Anyway, now it's a whole little running game. Okay, Teresa's running. The deputy's down. Sheriff's running too. She don't have no gun at all. So right before she had to pick up a little hammer to kind of defend herself, and before she had to hit the sheriff with the hammer, someone shot him. I think it was James, if I'm not mistaken, because when Pote was running up from behind, he did not have his guns up. So I think James shot him from a distance, but it wasn't a kill shot. I'm like, why would y'all not stop and shoot him in the head? Like, shoot him in the head. He on the ground already. You have the little 2 seconds. Shoot him in the head, or at least make sure he dead. Anyway, they like, we gotta go right now. They leave, but I'm like, no one did any headshots, right? I feel like if no one does a headshot, the person can always still live, okay? And they gotta be like dead mass center, like dead right here, like no right here, or you know whatever. Shoot them till some stuff ooze out, and then walk away, okay? Don't shoot from afar and assume they did, because if you do that, they always come back to you. So anyway, we do see Camila at the Widow's March. So we see her walking through or whatever. She's in the all black little veil or whatnot. She's walking with a whole picture of Elfiano in her hand. Walking. We see Boaz, the stabber, you know what I'm saying, coming through the back. And I'm like, first of all, I saw this from a mile away. I love Queen of the South, but this scene right here was too predictable. Okay, too fucking predictable. So they wanted us to believe that they was, because we saw the preview, we see Isabella, Mom, they show the scene of someone being stabbed. Oh my God. And you see her being stabbed, and then Isabella running to her side. So they want us to believe that Camila was stabbed. Ain't no way on God's green earth. They're not gonna kill her yet. If she died, it will not be until like the end of this season or the beginning of next season. Okay, let's just be honest. Anyway, the stabber man following her through the crowd or whatever, and then when she kneels down to, you know what I'm saying, pray or whatnot, the crazy dude, not the crazy, the stabber guy come and like he prison stabbed her. Like that was a prison stab. Okay, I'm saying quick prison stabs. I know because I watch Oz and I watch other prison shows, but that's how I know. Anyway, so oh my God, Mommy! I'm like, that ain't Camila. Sure enough, she get to the lady, take the veil off. It isn't Camila. Camila's somewhere else because she knew something was gonna happen. Why? Because it was a whole goddamn plan. You then see you then see Cortez tackle the stabber because he knew the stabber was coming. He knew it. But I'm like, I knew they were not going to let Camila get stabbed. I'm like, I wish they would have played the scene differently. Because I'm like, you can't kill her. It's just too soon. It is, you know. I don't know if anybody else watched and was like, oh my God, I thought you was dead. I didn't at all. You know, I just did not. So we do know that they caught the stabber, and I'm like, well, I guess, you know what I'm saying, it'll be what it's gonna be. So we do see back with Teresa and them, the sheriff is not dead. Okay, he's in critical condition because why? No one took the goddamn headshot. So at this point in time, Jane like, look, you know what I'm saying, it's basically your fault, Pote, because you could not take the kill shot. And I'm like, well, James, you had a gun too, bruh. Why couldn't you? My battery on everything. You could have, you know what I'm saying, took that kill shot from a distance because you a goddamn sniper. Teresa asked Pote, why didn't he tell her his hand was so bad? He says, I've been trying to get it better. I've been exercising or whatever, but it's not up to where I want it to be. And I'm like, James, old punk ass gonna try to blame Pote. Now Pote feels bad, like he can't defend Teresita, but he does sound like, look, I might not be able to shoot how I used to be able to shoot, but I can protect your ass by taking a bullet for you. Okay, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I can't do bam, but I can say, no, shoot me, and then he's a whole goddamn, you know what I'm saying, bulletproof vest. So, but I'm like, the weird thing for me It's like when he like, yeah, my hand isn't healing right. It ain't been that long. Like it's probably been like a week, maybe 2, whatever. It's not like it's been 6 months and he's had 6. His hand was like beaten up and stuff. Like it takes time to heal. It could be better in 6 months. It can't be better in 2-3 weeks. Come on now, leave me be and don't act like Pote is not important and he's a fucking protector. We love Pote. Look, we the black delegation. We take Pote. Y'all can have. Who can they have? Y'all can have Tristan Thompson. Okay, take Tristan Thompson. We want Pote. That's what I'm gonna say. If you've been watching for this long, this is what you have to put in the comment section. The code today: LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Put one of those names in there. That's the first code. Okay. It will be another one probably. So anyway, Teresa is listening to him and she understands that he feels better, his hand isn't healed. But I think she know he is worth more than just being a shooter. That's her ride or die. James, you might have both your arms or whatever. I would trust Pote over James any goddamn day of the week. Point blank to the period. Anyway, we then see Camila talking to the Colombians and she's like, oh my God, I cannot believe Boaz did that. So now because they had Boaz's killer who tried to kill her, and not only did he try to kill Camila, he ended up killing another widow in the midst of it and picked the wrong person. Now that's like Boaz moved to kill Camila without the Colombians' approval. So then she then says, the female Colombian then says, you know what I'm saying, we won't give you any shit to go against Boaz. Do whatever you need to do, you know what I'm saying? Because this time he came after her. So now she had that permission to go after him. I'm like, girl, that was smart. We then see the whole thing was a setup. Even Cortez, even Boaz, the picture, they gave him the picture knowing it would piss him off enough to personally go after Camila. They needed him to go after Camila. That was the only way the Colombians would say, kill him. Because he tried to kill you. Now you can do whatever and we don't care. I say, oh, it's been a trick. I thought Cortez wasn't shit. I mean, he still ain't shit. Now, don't get me wrong. He still ain't shit. However, he's not doing things against Camila. So I guess it is what it is. Anyway, Cortez, we did see that Cortez hired a double. But when the lady put the veil over her face, she did look like Camila. I assume that they switched somewhere in the middle, but it was a whole fraud person. But when Isabella took the thing off, I'm like, that don't even look like Camila at all. Anyway, so we do see the end of the episode. Teresa, Pote, and James are at her winery. She had her little IT dude there who set up the whole thing. They got security cameras. They got backup security cameras. All these things, and all is sent to her phone. And when she said, well, who else has access to it? I think he said, only who will you give access to? I really wanted James to say, I'm going to need access. And I want Teresa to say, no, only me and Pote need access right now. Because again, don't trust him yet, Teresa. Don't do it, okay? But it's mad. It's mad secure. Video, cameras, licenses, or lightsabers, Star Wars, Star Trek, all of it is included. It's all there, okay? And as they're talking, you hear knock, 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 knock on the door. We're not knocking, but we see the narcos pull up to see her because again, she did stuff with the sheriff. And then they was like, well, if the sheriff lives, they're probably going to kill us. And if he dies, we'll probably be okay. So they come in, they're like, well, he is in a coma. He's not likely to make it. So the backup sheriff is someone we can control. He doesn't cost at all as much as the other sheriff did. So it was a good thing. So because of them, the La Comisión. Yeah, that La Comisión. The La Comisión is like, welcome to do business as you see fit because you helped us with our issue. Now, see, this is the thing. Who was it? It was Pecos. Pecos then went and took a phone call. And in this phone call, he said, I found something in Arizona I think you may be interested in or whatever. So, like, he already on some shady shit. But then Teresa and James are talking as they're getting wine for the narcos or whatever. And she's like, someone had to tell the sheriff about what we were doing. Like, there's a leak somewhere, like someone told. So James then said, well, yeah, well, Pecos didn't want you to do whatever. I'm like, no, James didn't want you to do it. James is saying that he thinking Pecos, and then, you know what I'm saying, Patricia, damn, what's for Patricia? Teresa agrees. I think James is the leak. I think in some way, James maybe had an agreement with that man and did not want, or not even agreement, but he didn't want it to stop. And for some reason, I think James got something to do with it. We're going to find out what's going to happen next. But, we have to see. I do know next episode is the one where Remind is supposed to be in. We see the devil is coming back. So we can see what happens with that. But again, I don't trust James. I think James is up to some bullshit. I think he's up to some bullshit so much that the second code is either put 116. My battery's low again. Lord Jesus. Either put 116, 714, my mom's birthday, 1019, or 405. Pick one of those numbers, and that is the second part. So I'm done, people. It is 4:03 in the morning. I have to start uploading all these reviews. I will see y'all later. I will probably be live sometime either this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. We shall see. But peace.